beautiful strangers, and welcome to Cat React. I'm Cat, and I react to pretty much anything I want. Nothing complicated, nothing fancy. Just a woman reacting to whatever she can stumble on the internet. It's pretty amateurish, but that's the way I like it. Today I will be reacting to a film called Clue. It's from 1985, and that's pretty much all I know about it. As always, I do not research these films beforehand. I simply stumble up on them and think, yeah, that might be a good film to react to. So if you want to join me in the journey of discovering what this film is all about, then great, hop on and let's go. Nope, this is okay. Yeah, gotta start researching these films because creepy mansion in the middle of the night, no. Oh, Tim Curry's in this. Okay, so this might actually be a good film. He came prepared. Okay, good.
Is everything ready?
Oui, monsieur.
You have your instructions. Everything all right, Mrs. Ho?
Dinner will be ready at 7:30.
Ah, may I introduce you? Mrs. White, this is Yvette, the maid. And this is Mrs. Peacock.
Wow, that's a hat. And that's a name that goes with the hat.
What a godforsaken place.
Hold on there! Slow down, racing horse!
Of course, since you've each been addressed by a pseudonym, you'll have realized that nobody here is being addressed by their real name.
Oh! Was that necessary?
No. Is this place for you? Oh, indeed, no, sir. I'm merely a humble butler.
So is this for our host?
No, sir, for the seventh guest, Mr. Boddy.
So who is our host, Mr. Wadsworth?
You are in a creepy mansion with a thunderstorm going outside, and you can't know who your host is? No, I'd pack my bags and leave.
Someone's got to break the ice, and it might as well be me. I mean, I'm used to being a hostess. It's part of my husband's work, and it's always difficult when a group of new friends meet together for the first time to get acquainted. So I'm perfectly prepared to start the ball rolling.
Why am I not surprised that Mrs. Peacock is the one breaking the ice?
I'm very intrigued, and oh my, this soup's delicious, isn't it?
I know who you are.
How do you know who I am?
I work in Washington, too.
So what does your husband do?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Well, he just lies around on his back all day.
Can we not do this? What is wrong with people?
So what do you do, Professor?
I work for UNO, the United Nations organization. Another politician, Jesus. No, I work for a branch of UNO, WHO, the World Health Organization. What about you, Colonel? Are you a real colonel? I am, sir.
What are they eating? Ew!
Coincidence that you also live in Washington, D.C.?
How did you know that? Have we met before?
I've certainly seen you before, although you may not have seen me.
So, Miss Scarlett, does this mean that you live in Washington, too?
Sure do.
But does anyone here not live in Washington, D.C.?
I don't.
Good evening. You are eagerly awaited.
Are you locking me in? I'll take the key.
Over my dead body, sir. May I take your bag?
No.
I'm going on the assumption that they are playing the mystery dinner party game Clue. If not, this is very, very strange.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I present Mr. Boddy?
I demand to know what's going on. Now, why have we all been dragged up here to this horrible place?
Well, I believe we all received a letter.
I received a similar letter.
So did we, didn't we?
I also received a letter.
Now, how did you know her name?
We know each other. Don't we, dear?
Ew! What are we dealing with, Harvey Weinstein here? Who is this man?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm instructed to explain to you what you all have in common with each other.
It's a hoax. I suggest we all leave.
I'm sorry, sir, you cannot leave this house.
You can't get out that way.
Why not? It's only glass.
Where the hell did that demon dog come from?
Ladies and gentlemen, you all have one thing in common. You're all being blackmailed.
Nobody could blackmail me. My life is an open book. I've never done anything wrong.
There are some really shady characters in this, but I'm intrigued.
Professor Plum, you were once a professor of psychiatry, specializing in helping paranoid and homicidal lunatics suffering from delusions of grandeur. His license to practice has been lifted. You know what doctors aren't allowed to do with their lady patients?
Yeah?
Well, he did.
Oh.
How disgusting.
How then do you justify taking bribes? in return for delivering your husband, Senator Peacock's vote to certain lobbyists.
I did what I'm being blackmailed for.
I run a specialized hotel and a telephone service which provide gentlemen with the company of a young lady.
She's a madam? She runs a whorehouse?
I don't see what's so terrible about Colonel Mustard visiting a house of ill fame. Most soldiers do, don't they?
Oh, please.
He is slippery than a squid.
Mrs. White, you've been paying our friend the blackmailer ever since your husband died under, shall we say, mysterious circumstances.
I see. That's why he was lying on his back in his coffin.
I didn't kill him.
Then why are you paying the blackmailer?
I don't want a scandal, do I?
Well, you don't think it looks suspicious that you are paying off the blackmailers for something you didn't do? I think you did it. Dressed like a black widow.
I'm afraid it came as a great shock to him when he died, but he was found dead.
Yeah, usually when people die, it comes as a great shock to them. They just lie there like, oh, I died. My God.
Your first husband also disappeared.
But that was his job.
Black widow. Ding, ding, ding.
He was an illusionist.
But he never reappeared.
He wasn't a very good illusionist.
I work for the State Department, and I'm a homosexual. But I must keep it a secret or I will lose my job on security grounds.
It just leaves Mr. Body.
He's the one who's blackmailing you all.
No,
Necessary, Mrs. White.
The police will be here in about 45 minutes. Tell them the truth, and Mr. Body will be behind bars.
You'll never tell the police. Who can guess what's in here?
A bomb. What is he? He's suggesting that she hang herself? Wrench? Ooh! You wouldn't give this to your grandma at Christmas, no, sir.
If one of you kills Wadsworth now, no one but the seven of us will ever know.
You're not gonna kill the butler. The butler didn't do anything. It's you who are the shady son of a bitch.
The only way to avoid finding yourselves on the front pages is for one of you to kill Wadsworth. Now.
Ah! Oh! Wait, he didn't actually die.
How did he die? I don't know.
Maybe he had a heart attack.
Maybe he was poisoned.
Sit down, Mrs.
Oh! It had to be done. Who was screaming?
You locked me up with the murder, you idiot!
I invited you. In fact, I wrote the letters.
Why did you invite us here to meet your late employer? Were you assisting him to blackmail us?
Certainly not.
I think you had better explain.
Oh! Oh, honey.
And we still don't know who killed him.
Well, I didn't do it. Well, one of us did. We all had the opportunity. Who else is in the house? Only the cook. The cook!
Why did she have a reason to kill him?
She's not here.
Duh.
I didn't do it.
I am no expert, but I am gonna guess that this is not how mystery dinner dates go. You're not actually supposed to kill people?
Oh!
Ah!
Don't touch it. That's evidence.
Oh, not for us. We have to...
You touched it, DNA.
There is only one admitted killer here, and it is certainly not me. It is her.
I suggest we take the cook's body into the study.
Oh!
Look!
Ah!
What? The body's gone. Huh?
Oh!
What are you all staring at?
We'd better look for him.
Show that woman some respect. What is wrong with you?
Mr. Body killed the cook.
Yes!
How?
Ah!
No. You've got blood on your hands.
I didn't do it. Well, he's certainly dead now. We're trying to find out who killed him and where and with what. I'm shouting! I'm shouting! I'm shouting!
Oh! Is this place haunted?
Okay, put the corpses on the sofa.
Always a good sign when someone says that in the middle of a party.
The gun, the rope, the wrench, the lead pipe. Let's put them all in this cupboard and lock it.
What if you're the murderer?
I'm not. But what if you are? What is going to be put somewhere?
Ah!
Sorry, my car broke down out here, and I was wondering if I could use your phone.
We got to know who did it. We're all in this together now.
If you leave, I'll say that you killed them both.
Just checking.
Everything all right?
Yep, 2 corpses. Everything's fine.
Don't you think we should get that man out of the house before he finds out what's been going on here?
The police will be here by then, and there are 2 dead bodies in the study.
Shh!
We split up and search the house. Suppose that one of us is the murderer. If we split up into pairs, whichever one of us is left with the killer might get killed. Then we would have discovered who the murderer is.
But the other half of the pair would be dead.
Do you want to go up in front of me?
Absolutely no.
Ladies first. What are you afraid of? A fate worse than death?
No, just death. Isn't that enough?
It's behind one of those curtains.
You look. I'll search the kitchen.
So these men are not just disgustingly grabby and bleh, they are actually cowards as well. Well, hey, he threw away the key.
I'm a little nervous.
Well, you should be. You're locked in.
I'm in this big house, and I've been locked into the lounge. The funny thing is, there's a whole group of people here having some sort of party.
Somebody is trying to murder you, love. Turn around.
And one of them is my old boss from...
Oh! That could not have been Mr. Body. He is cold dead as a turkey. That could not have been him. There has to be someone else in the building. Unless Mr. Body rose from the dead. I don't know.
Oh my God!
The door's locked. I know. Then unlock it. Where's the key?
You threw it away!
Go! Go! Go!
I know! I have it!
You're shooting at us. I've been shot.
Move away from the door.
Door is open! Which one of you did it? We found him!
This is hella exciting. I am really invested in this. I'm starting to think Mr. Body, but that just doesn't make sense because he was just...
Good evening, sir. Can I come in and use your phone? You all seem to be very anxious about something.
It's the chandelier. It fell down, almost killed us. Would you like to come this way, please, sir?
What now?
Oh! Okay.
Hello?
Why are you receiving phone calls from J. Edgar Hoover?
J. Edgar Hoover? Why is J. Edgar Hoover on your phone? I didn't know. He's on everybody else's. Why shouldn't he be on mine?
Make it look convincing.
See, you couldn't have been either the one of them. They are two stone cold dead turkeys there. They can't move.
I don't think you should go in there.
Oh, life could be a dream.
Ew!
If I could take you up in paradise up above that you love.
Oh, they're making out with corpses.
Shaboom, and hope we'll meet again. Oh, life could be a dream.
This man's drunk.
You would think.
Don't worry, there's nothing illegal about any of this.
Are you sure?
Of course, this is America. It's a free country. Don't you know that?
Yeah, you're free to kill whoever you want, honey.
I didn't know it was that free.
They know every inch of my body. And they're not the only ones.
It's you!
Who was that maid? And who killed her?
Hello?
No!
Da-da-da-da-da-da. I am your singing telegram.
You're the dead telegram now. Ah!
I'm coming!
Oh, fudge.
Three murders.
She was shot and no blood. Okay.
I know who did it.
You do? The doorbell rang! And the doorbell rang, and it was Mrs.
Are you losing your mind, love?
And then the Gordon stopped by the cook. And we went into the dining room. But one of us wasn't here. No.
No?
No. Who wasn't here with us? How did you know? This house belongs to a friend of mine I've known all along.
So you could be the murderer.
Most likely.
Don't be ridiculous. If I was the murderer, why would I reveal to you how I did it?
That's exactly what a murderer does.
What I don't understand is why was the cook murdered?
Before he could blackmail anyone, Mr. Body had to discover their guilty secret. The cook and Yvette were his accomplices. I explained that I was Mr. Body's butler and I'd invited you here, and we realized there was only one other person in the house. The cook!
I'm too slow to the party to have figured this out yet, so if you have, good for you. Feel free to laugh at me.
The murderer crept up behind him and killed him!
Do you have anything against this man? Why are you using him as a prop?
I didn't throw the key away. I put it in my pocket. And someone could have taken it out of my pocket and substituted another.
We were all in a huddle. Any one of us could have done that.
Precisely.
Bad luck that motorist arrived at that moment.
It wasn't luck. I invited him.
You did?
Of course, it's obvious. Everyone here tonight was either Mr. Body's victim or accomplice. Everyone who has died gave him vital information about one of you. Whoever killed Mr. Body also wanted his accomplices dead.
Good evening. Have you ever given any thought to the kingdom of heaven?
Do you have a moment to talk about Jesus?
None of us killed Mr. Body or the cook.
So who did?
The one person who wasn't with us. Yvette.
Yvette!
But who killed Yvette?
Why?
To create confusion.
It worked.
Was it because she was acting under orders from the person who later killed her? Was it one of her clients? Or was it a jealous wife? Or an adulterous doctor? No. It was her employer, Miss Garrett.
So who did it?
You knew that Mr. Body was still alive. That's how you were able to kill him later, unobserved.
He was the missing person in the kitchen after we found the cook dead.
But he was with us in the billiard room when we found Yvette screaming. If that's when the cook was killed, how did he do it?
I didn't. You killed the cook. She used to be your cook, and she informed on you to Mr. Body. When we saw the motorist at the front door, you took the key to the weapons cupboard out of my pocket, opened the cupboard, took the wrench, ran to the conservatory, entered the lounge through the secret passage, killed the motorist with a blow on the head.
To be honest, I would not be surprised if it was him. There's something about him too shady.
You, Mrs. White, you hurried downstairs and turned off the electricity, got the rope from the open cupboard, and throttled Yvette.
Are you telling me that they all killed someone?
Scarlett seized the opportunity and under cover of darkness crossed to the library where she hit the cop whom she'd been bribing on the head with a lead pipe. True or false?
True.
So it must have been Mr. Green who shot the singing telegram.
I didn't do it.
Well, there's nobody else left.
But I didn't do it.
I shot her.
You? You're Mr. Body.
So who did I kill?
My butler. I'm grateful to you all for disposing of my network of spies and informers. Saved me a lot of trouble. We'll stack the bodies in the cellar, lock it, leave quietly one at a time, and forget that any of this ever happened.
And you'll just go on blackmailing us all.
Of course. Why not?
Well, I'll tell you why not.
Good shot, Green. Oh, very good.
FBI. That phone call from J. Edgar Hoover was for me.
I told you I didn't do it. All right, who done it?
You did.
They all did, apparently.
Okay, Chief, take him away. I'm gonna go home and sleep with my wife.
He wasn't even gay? Okay, let's talk about it. Well, that was me watching Clue from 1985. I loved it, honestly. For a person who's never played Clue before, only had rough idea what it was all about, this came as a surprise. It took me a long time to figure it out, and I don't think I ever figured it out, to be honest. It was a genius idea to have all of them be the murderer. However, I didn't know that they actually were supposed to kill someone. So it got a little out of hand, but I loved this film. Honest to goodness, I loved it. I could see myself watching it again, and, with good company. If you like this video, then give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. I put out new videos 5 days a week. See you in the next video.